Appraisals, they're starting to come in low and it's causing havoc among sellers and buyers. I'm Spade at Keller Williams Realty. If you are selling your home, some of the things that you can do right now to make sure that your home comes in at value. Well, it was bound to happen, especially in the market that we're in and this recession that we're teetering on right now. Appraisals coming in low. We're not surprised. I'm not surprised this is happening, but there are some things you can do about it. Now, let's back up for a quick second to let you know why some of these appraisals are coming in low. First and foremost, most of the appraisal companies are requiring that the appraisals now are just what we call drive-by or desktop appraisals. That simply means the appraiser actually isn't going to go into the property, and that is to protect the appraiser from the pandemic that's going on, COVID-19 and the coronavirus. So, what does a desktop appraisal mean? A desktop appraisal means simply that the appraiser is going to value your home based on the information he or she can find on the internet about your home. So they're going to take comparable sales of your home, they're going to look at the pictures of your property, and they're going to come up with a value there. Now, the drive-by appraisal works the exact same way. Most people are going to be doing the drive-by appraisals because the bank actually does want to know that the home is standing. So you are going to see a significant number of drive-by appraisals. The appraiser then will simply just step out of the car and take a picture. Now, under normal circumstances in an appraisal, an appraiser will make an appointment with the listing agent, go out to see the home either with the listing agent, or they'll just go out there on their own if they have access and they can access the property on their own. They'll take pictures, they'll measure each room, they're going to do an entire drawing to scale, and that's all going to be part of your appraisal. Then they go and look for comparable properties to determine the value. The good news is when they actually are there, they're looking physically at all the upgrades that you've made to the home, and they know exactly what a kitchen remodel or a bathroom remodel costs, or what it costs to plumb a house or solar, whatever it is. So you know if they go out there, the chances of the appraisal being more accurate are much better and in your favor. It can also work in the reverse, so there's really no right or wrong way with this. But here are some things that you can do as a seller to make sure that the value comes in at contract price. First and foremost, one of the things that you want to do, and what I'm requiring all my sellers to do, is go in and make a video of your home. Make a video of all the upgrades that you've done. So for example, if you've upgraded the kitchen, make a video, a detailed video of the kitchen, the backsplash, the tile floor that you put in the kitchen, the types of appliances that you put in the kitchen, the cabinetry that you put in the kitchen, the hardware on the doors, the sink, the plumbing. Did you do any plumbing upgrades? We're going to have you take pictures of all the plumbing that is underneath the sink. We want the appraiser to know exactly what you've done. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take that same concept and you're going to go room by room by room, and you're going to videotape all the upgrades. Once you've got that, we're going to give all of that to the appraiser so that way they know exactly what you've done to the property to add value to the home. Because typically what they're going to do, like I said, they're just going to look at what they think your home looks like in the pictures, but they're not going to be able to see the nitty-gritty. The second thing you want to do once the appraisal comes back, if you ordered it yourself. Now, you can only get the appraisal back if you are the one paying for it. So since the buyers typically pay for the appraisal, this is for the buyer. So you have to ask the buyer's permission to get it, and they have to give it to you. Now, I've seen in some cases, now obviously if the appraisal comes in low, the buyers are more than willing to share the appraisal with you because they want to prove that your home is less than what they entered the contract with you for. So one of the things that you can do is order an independent appraisal, and then if you can get your hands on the buyer's appraisal, you can compare the two and look for any mistakes. Now, as you're looking for those mistakes, you want to also go in and look for any comparable properties that you may not agree with that the appraiser used. Oftentimes, appraisers will go in and the properties they're comparing are not ones that they've been in. So the ones that they use to compare your home, they're not exactly accurate. So you want to go in and you want to make sure that you look for mistakes. You can prove an appraiser used a comparable property that doesn't compare with yours, you can ask for it to be removed. Now, this is important because you can petition the appraisal and you can reject an appraisal if the appraiser is from out of area. So for example, when the market crashed in 2008, there were a lot of appraisers that were coming from Riverside County, from Palm Springs and Hemet and Orange County to come down and appraise properties in San Diego County. We knew this was happening because they were coming into San Diego with different area codes. So every time they would pick up the phone and call and I would see a different area code, I would always ask where they were. If they were not based or lived in San Diego County, I would always reject the appraisal, call the buyer's agent, and make sure that the appraiser that they chose was local to San Diego. So make sure that the appraiser that is appraising your property is local to San Diego County. Now, one of the things you can do if you're getting a VA loan and the appraiser calls out a tidewater issue, that is the agent's notification from the appraiser that they are giving the agent a second chance to prove the value and the contract price, and giving that agent the ability to submit comparable properties to boost the value up. That only happens with VA appraisals. So if you are getting a VA appraisal and the appraiser calls out a tidewater issue, that's what that is. It's almost like a give me second chance on an appraisal. If you have any questions about appraisals, how they work, and what you can do to boost the value in your property, feel free to reach out to me at 619-818-2992. Thanks so much, everyone. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.